removing the shaft, you want to contact with a pry bar and a hammer right here on this ledge from the other side, and that'll get it to pop out. So this is the seal we're going to be replacing. This seal has been leaking front diff fluid. If you saw the earlier video, there was almost no differential fluid in the vehicle in the front diff. So now we're going to pop this seal out by, let's look at the new seal, make sure it's correct. Here's the new seal, and it looks like it's correct. So now we're going to pop this old seal out and pop a new one in. So, all right, so now we're going to try and pop that seal out. So right now we're going to, see that bearing there? We put it back in because it came out with the seal. And we're just gonna hit it, and you wanna hit it on the outside of the race. Because if you hit it on the inside of the race, you're gonna damage it. So now our bearing is tapped back in. So now this seal is gonna go over like so. We've gotta lubricate it and pray it's this right size. It looks correct. Ooh, it looks a little, yours looks a little bigger. Well, maybe it's because it's damaged. That's why it was leaking. So let's just lubricate it and see what happens. You see how it's a different one? It's not. Did you talk to the guy on the right side?
Which guy?
When you went to pick it up.
I bought a Rock Auto, bro. 18 bucks.
I don't know, Jay. This looks wrong, man. All right, guys. So we ended up having to go to BMW and buy the seal.
It's compared. Show actually compared and everything.
And where's the old seal? So here's our old seal, and here's the new seal. And as you can see, these two are the same exact size, unlike the other one. So what you're gonna do is pre-lube your seal.
I'll even show them the old one. Say this is why.
And after we'll show you the difference. So lubricate your seal with some gear oil. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna put it on by hand, like so. Make sure that there's no burrs on the edges. Okay? So we're gonna put this on like so. And you wanna try to put it as straight as possible by hand first, before you get your seal driver and or a punch. Okay, where did I put the driver? Seal driver. Okay, so now you got your seal driver, and you adapt it to work perfectly. So the way you want it to work is you want it to fit perfectly inside. Okay. Here's the old seal. So keep in mind, you're going to be pressing it in. You want it to be like so. Just around that perfectly. Hold this up and try and like support it. All right, so once you get your seal lined up with your driver, take a look at it. See it's going in nicely. Okay, so once we have it like that, if it starts kind of going wonky, get an extension, and you're just going to go on the outside edge, and you're just going to and the reason you keep this on the edge is because you'll hit the metal and you'll never drive the seal in further than it should be.
You won't bottom it out.
Yeah. So you get a chance, feel around, make sure it feels even. So our seal feels pretty good. Our shaft is completely in. So now you want to lubricate the inside with gear oil as well, because we're going to be sliding our shaft back in. So you want it to be nice and lubricated. Okay. So we're going to be replacing the ring collar on the axle shaft, because when you buy it from BMW, it actually comes with a brand new one. So to do that, you just want to remove the old one. There's the old one. And nobody ever changes these, just so you know. You see how it's like that? It's like that, so you can do... That's it. See how it curves out more? That way it'll click in, and it won't have the tendency to ride out as you're driving, which can happen if your old one is too rounded. So right now, our shaft is good. We're going to put it back in. So it's going to be a little bit of a...
You need help, or are you okay?
Mission getting it back in.
got in on it.
It's so stupid, eh?
Well, yeah, I guess you have to like.
So now our shaft is completely all the way in. There's nothing exposed underneath. Alright, so now we're just going to check the level on this diff again. Okay, so to check the oil level on the diff, there's already a video on it, so we'll be right back. The torque for the axle nut is 320 newton meters, so do your best. So I gotta get an extension on this. Alright guys, that concludes the video today on an E46 BMW. Same one we did a bunch of work. We just replaced the front drive shaft seal or axle seal on it because it was leaking. And just make sure you get a BMW axle seal or else you'll be redoing it because the seals from aftermarket are not the correct size. Alright guys, have a good one.